Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of the day it is for you, friends. I hope that it is going well for you. I am Asha Zalika, and I am the host and creator of Authenticity the Hard Way podcast. I want to thank you first and foremost for joining me. I do not take your time lightly at all. So for you to spend time with me, um, I'm absolutely grateful for your presence. This is a welcome back episode, welcoming you and welcoming me back to Authenticity the Hard Way podcast. It has been since April. I believe the last episode I recorded was April 25th, I think, of last year. And wow, what a transformation I have gone through in this amount of time. So what is that? April, May, June, July, August, September. 10 months, almost 10 months since I've recorded an episode for the podcast. Wow, it's a long time. Um, so just to give you, and this will be season 3. So although I did take that break, I'm very, very happy of the progress that I have made since episode number 1 of season 1. To sit back and look at myself from that time to now, I am very proud of my evolution and my transformation. Mostly or mainly because of the podcast, which I also created the YouTube channel. So there's Authenticity the Hard Way YouTube, and there's Authenticity the Hard Way the podcast. And um, wow, just saying that, hearing that come out of my mouth, it's. I wish you could see the smile on my face because I did it. I did it. A little background on the podcast. Um, the idea of a podcast came to me in 2020. I was prepping for a physique bodybuilding competition in Tennessee, and I was working on my business plan. And the podcast it just landed in my spirit to do. And there was a man at my supplement store, and I was talking to him about it and about the 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 basis of it being, finding our way to our most authentic version of ourselves. And at that point, I don't believe that I had it all mapped out like that because it was just the beginning of it. But I knew that I wanted to share um, experience. And he was like, "Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great idea. Hold on to that." And I did, and everything fell apart. Or maybe I shouldn't say fell apart. Everything came to an end the way it was supposed to, in Tennessee. And my youngest son and I came back to California. And Authenticity the Hard Way podcast was born in a Motel 6. um, when my son and I came back from Tennessee, we stayed um, at a friend's in the garage. And then we went to an emergency shelter program for women with children. And I will do an episode in depth about that, but I actually fled in my mind. I fled the program. Um, an opportunity opened up to me for me to leave the program, and I took it. And that opportunity lasted about 2.5 months, and I made the decision to more or less strike out on my own. Um, and my son and I moved into Motel 6. And after having made that decision, once we were in the room and had our stuff all unpacked, I sat, it was early one morning, and I sat on the edge of my bed and I began to cry because I was so proud of myself that I made the decision to stop depending on programs and other people to try to help me get stable. I made the decision on my own to do this on my own. And I remember, so this was in, wow, 2023, I believe. And in my crying, I thought to myself, wow, how much I have changed. And Spirit, spoke to me, and but the podcast had come up, and Spirit spoke to me and said, yes, you did this authentically. You have reached a level of authentication of yourself to be able to trust yourself to make this move, this drastic, dramatic move. Um, and then the podcast came forefront in my mind, and Spirit said, gave me the title. He said, you got to this authenticity the hard way. And that's how the title came about, Authenticity the Hard Way. And it is about how our harsh experiences evolve us into the next highest version of ourselves. And in that move, that drastic move, because where we were staying, the gentleman that we were staying with, he was willing to provide a home for me and my son. Um, and you know, we tried to have a relationship together, but it would not have worked. But yet, and still, he was willing to provide a home for us. And although it would have been easier to have his support, to have a home, it did not sit right with me according to the way I want to live. I wanted to do this on my own. And I didn't want to still be dependent on someone else to help me do that. So I made the decision. And that was a hard decision. You know what? Let's just be honest. Here's a man that's offering to take care of me and my son after we've been homeless for years and years. Um, that now that I look back at it like that, it's a golden opportunity. But it wasn't me. Um, it didn't align with me at all. I am an Aries, and I just want to do it my way, the way that I feel led to do the things that I do, and to be in a relationship, any kind of relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic. And I am not, and I don't feel like I am being my authentic self because I am depending on someone else or in a relationship that does not align with how I feel or who I am, that I cannot do. That totally goes against authenticity. So I more or less made ourselves homeless, me and my son, and made this move to a motel room. 500 plus dollars a week, which is about what I was making a week. But I followed spirit, I followed my heart, and authenticity the hard way was born. And the growth just from that move alone was amazing for me. And so I just began sharing. And that is what authenticity the hard way is all about. It is just me sharing what I have learned through my harsh life experiences. Because it's not, good things happen and we don't really grow or evolve when everything is all nice and comfortable and everything. It's those experiences that jar us, that shake us, that whoa, you know. Those are the things that cause us or force us to grow. So I I didn't know what I was doing. I just jumped right in and started speaking. And authenticity the hard way has become very cathartic, very liberating. Um, I don't know. There's another word I'm reaching for, and I can't grab a hold. Therapeutic. I think I said that. Um, because sitting and being able to open up, whether it's on the podcast or whether it's on the YouTube channel, the videos, either way, sitting and speaking and sharing opens up so much for me because I am a communicator. I am a creative. I'm a communicator. I'm an author. Um, Written word, spoken word, even through dance, spiritual interpretation, dance. The ways of communication for me are very powerful. And so being able to sit and share heals me in different areas. It changes my paradigm and my beliefs, even as I am sharing. And because I understand how spirit or energy works and moves, I know and I know, I believe that through my communication with you, you too can be healed and changed through that. Um, so I speak and I share. It's vulnerable. It takes a lot of vulnerability to do this, but I'm all in. Um, I am so all in because I am at my heart, at my core, I am a caregiver. That's my profession too. Um, in home care, I was an in-home care provider, and I worked in facilities and in schools in the special ed department. And being a caregiver is very fulfilling because not only can I give physical care, but in that capacity, I can love on people, I can share, I can listen, I can support, I can encourage, all in one place as a caregiver. And so authenticity the hard way is a different platform or arena, you can say, for me to be a caregiver because I'm giving the best possible care I can to you by sharing very painful situations and experiences. I know that if I've gone through these things, so have you. They may be dressed differently, but listen, pain is pain. Heartache is heartache. Suffering is suffering. It doesn't matter how it's dressed up, it is what it is. And for me to be able to give to you what I learned in mine, I believe that it can help you in yours. So, yeah, that's that. The reason why I stopped, excuse me, well, I didn't actually stop. I just kind of pushed it to the side, the podcast. At the same time, well, a little while before I stopped doing videos last year, um, is because my life just got so complicated, so volatile, chaotic. Um, and I, I was in the mode of wanting to create or wanting to sit and do the videos and podcasts um, more, but because of my environment and what was going on around me, I couldn't show up authentically. I couldn't be present the way that I want to be present because my mind was in 10 different places. And how dare I, well, how dare anyone, um, create content to give to others and they are not fully present. I refuse to disrespect you like that. If you're going to give me your time and your attention, I'm going to make sure that I am very present for that. Um, I will not disrespect you and not show up 100%. So, and then I got kind of confused on which do I do the same um, do I do an episode for the podcast the same as the episode for the video for the YouTube? Should they be different? How am I going to navigate this? And so everything was just it just got so complicated. A side note: I am working on my bachelor's degree in metaphysical sciences, so I'm studying and working on my autobiography, trying to write. I was also trying to prep for um, another bodybuilding competition, and alongside of family issues and everything, and it just got so overwhelming. And to top it off, being so focused on my own evolution and tracking myself and doing the shadow work and monitoring my thoughts and trying to get down to deep core beliefs and just really, really intense working on myself while trying to do all these other things, burnout. That's the word I was looking for. It was a kind of burnout. So I stepped back and it hurt. Believe me when I say it hurt. Because this is my passion. And to have to set aside my passion is very hard for me, especially um, being the Aries that I am. Like there's no stopping. We just run forward. No, that's not always good. So I let it go with the knowledge and understanding that at the appointed time I would return. And this is that appointed time. The woman that I am now is not at all the woman I was then. It's just April. But the transformation that I have made is stellar. I am very happy. Um, so Welcome back to Authenticity the Hard Way podcast, season 3. Um, and just so you know, this is not scripted. I don't have a script because, and I did a lot of research on scripting and da da da, and having all these, that's not me. Look, this is authentic. This is very authentic. I don't know how to edit. I don't, but this is just me sitting here with my coffee, my tea, um, and sharing with you. I don't have a list of topics or a list of experiences. Whatever Spirit brings to me is what I'm going to share with you. And that is that. If you have um, anything that you would like to hear me speak on, or any topics that I've spoken on, or anything that comes to your mind, and you want to know if I have any knowledge of it, if I've been through any experience regarding that, please email me, um, and I will figure it out. I really want my content, my experiences to be of value to you. So if you have anything that you would like to know about or anything you would like to share, I welcome it. I truly, truly welcome it, and welcome you. And that, friends, is it. I am back. I am excited. I am settled in myself. And the confidence that I have is far beyond unshakable. I was a little unsteady when I stopped in April, but I am very confident now, and I am very steady. And I am more than 1,000+% secure in what I'm doing, because I have seen my own transformation, and I know that it is because of my experiences that is why it is my experiences that got me to this place. So I'm sharing with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for staying with me to the end of this. And thank you for returning. You are very precious to me. And I am doing this for you. Until next time, take care of yourself. Stand firm and know that the things that hurt us, the things that scare us, are not here as punishment. They are here for growth and expansion, evolution, and authenticity. I love you, and I will talk to you soon.